GM and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at the latest updates from Trustswap, not just across the next 30 days, hint, hint, Podfast, but also over Q2. There's a bit of alpha at the end of this one as to what is coming in Q2 in terms of a launchpad that I'm super interested in. And so if you are alive and kick in today, get the GMs rolling in the comments section down below and let's jump on in. So a quick overview of the Trustswap price here, the underpinning of the whole of this Trustswap economy, the swap token, just around 30 cents this morning. If we just pull up the price chart over the last 6 months here, you can see we had a very nice uptick. We've pretty much done a 2x from the bottom region to where we are right now. And of course, in Q1, there was quite a lot of bullish launchpads. So a lot of individuals, as they got wind of this, I personally saw a big uptick in the price of Trustswap. As I mentioned, the likes of Podfast and even C6, both those launches doing tremendously well and getting people very bullish on the swap token. And of course, you need to get that staked to get access to the launchpad. So this saw us a bit of a blow off top to the 51, 52 cent region. We actually went a bit higher on some exchanges during this Q1 period. So now we can see price starting to settle back down here, a new floor being set at around 30 cents. So as I say, a 2x from the lows earlier in the year. Now, in terms of a bit of competitor analysis, CryptoRank published some stats on this. So this is a competitive area of the market space. 100 different launchpads are currently live in crypto. And over the last 365 days, Trustswap ranks number 2 for all-time high returns and number 3 for current returns on your investment, as we can see from the charts down here. So this is super interesting to see. This is the average returns ROI, so Trustswap coming in there at around 150%. And then the all-time highs return coming in at number 2 there, 1070% there. And you can see from the top there, Downmaker is number 1 on both counts. So Trustswap really going to try and topple them or get towards that number 1 category by the end of this year. And they've got a few things in the background here we'll discuss today that I think can get them towards that. One other thing to factor in with these kind of stats is it doesn't take into consideration the cost to get involved with the number 1 here, Downmaker. So to actually get some allocation on Downmaker, you need tier 3 or tier 4 ideally to get some decent allocations. The tier 3 entry level is going to cost you around 14.5 thousand US dollars. And so if you factor that in on top, Trustswap is a better entry overall for those with a more normal budget. Now over to the long-term staking pool. So this is where you need to have your token staked to get involved with the launchpads and also get a return in the form of swap tokens, non-inflationary rewards. Remember, the total amount staked is now up to almost 31 million tokens. That will be 31% of the supply when we hit that magical 31 there. And the average stake length is almost 4 years in totality. So a lot of the supply being eaten up, put into these long-term positions, and they won't be hitting the market anytime soon. The more illiquid this becomes over time into the next bull run, the better for price appreciation. And note down here, almost 20 million are staked for a full 5 years. Now, one feature, if you go to your existing stakes when logged in, is this: the auto compound is now live. So from the existing stakes tab, just grab the drop down menu here and you can see enable auto compound. You will need to click that and then sign the transaction, pay a gas fee, and then your swap will auto compound once every 8 hours to give you the highest possible return on your investment for staked swap. Note that this only includes 5-year staked swap. That is the maximum duration. So if you're not doing the full 5-year lock, then you can't utilize this feature. It's just for the maximum lockers. So a technique here would be to have some of your swap staked for the max 5 years and then utilize the auto compound to get the maximum booster for all the ongoing launchpad allocations. And another little nifty trick we talked about previously, I've done a YouTube short on this. Check out my YouTube shorts page. That when you get a big winner from these IDO launches, if you want to get the maximum allocations going forward, you need to be compounding some of those gains back into the swap token and let the flywheel do its work. So a major catalyst here, I believe, for Trustswap's run to number 1 in the launchpad industry will be this partnership here with DWF Labs. So this is one of the top 5 market makers in the crypto space. So this is a rather hefty partnership and one I'm very bullish on. It says here in the blog post, DWF Labs is a global digital asset market maker and multi-stage Web3 investment firm. As of late, they've been cutting some massive checks, getting investments into many different projects, most of which are highly bullish, as I'll show you on their portfolio page in just a second. And it states this collaboration aims to foster innovation and accelerate the growth of promising DeFi projects within the Trustswap ecosystem. So this was a quote from Andrei Grashev. He is the managing partner at DWF, who states the following: "We are thrilled to join forces with Trustswap Launchpad as our collaboration will help propel the growth of groundbreaking DeFi projects. By leveraging our expertise in digital asset market making and Web3 investments, we aim to enhance the value proposition for Trustswap stakers and Launchpad projects, contributing to the overall success and expansion of the ecosystem." So this for me is going to help underpin the bullish trajectory of the Trustswap economy. I think they've landed a real key partner here going forward, as these guys likely have great access to exchange listings. Obviously they do market making. To have a market maker behind your project is probably very bullish, and the general investments they can get into now. So some of the incubated projects, some of the launchpads we're going to get if they are partnered with DWF are likely to be even higher caliber. They even mention within this things such as tokenomics help and others. So I am very bullish on this. I think partnering with the big boys in the space, the ones that have been putting their money where their mouth is lately, as seen by some of the figures banded around on their portfolio statements here, well, I think this is super bullish for Trustswap. Recently, they've invested in the likes of Synthetics, Fetch AI, and even the Conflux ecosystem. So in some very good company here with this DWF partnership. Then we have another update from Team Finance. They recently added the ability to sell your crypto direct within their app. So on the Team Finance page, which I'll show you just here, utilizing Opulus, an old fan favorite from last bull run, you can see on the page here, you have your token, you have your vesting stats. You can also see the likes of liquidity locks, team token locks, that kind of thing. So you can make a good judgment call on a various altcoin. However, if, for example, you have some vesting tokens with a said project, maybe it's one of the newest Trustswap launches, you can come to this page here and claim your tokens directly from here. And also they now have this integration of the swapping platform. So this is an integration with 0x, which is a DeFi blue chip. And this aggregates a load of exchange data to get you the best price on swapping your tokens. So you can claim and sell all within one easy access area. And in terms of what Team Finance do, so say you are setting up a new project, you can see where they would use Team Finance here. You can do your token vest, liquidity locks, and then ensure your team are getting paid out on their vesting schedule on time. But also if you need to cash out as your tokens vest, well, then you can utilize the widget here and it's all in one easy place. So a quick update here on Podfast. I really need to make an update full length video on this one because they've been going from strength to strength. From some of the clips I've been consuming, the visuals have been getting better and the overall presentation from these clips has just gone from strength to strength. And so from this, what have I garnered? Well, this was one of the ones I was very bullish on as it launched, and I've just continued to accumulate more tokens. I had this kind of light bulb moment and realized that this is going to be a viral product. It's just totally set up to do so. The fact you can create summaries of content in just seconds and then publish it means that every time this happens, there's a huge opportunity for one of those clips to go viral. Once these things start to go viral, the views just keep rolling and rolling in. And we've started to really see that already. Now, this app won't just be for YouTube clips, condensing down long form podcasts, that kind of stuff. But think about it. You could use this to condense Twitter Spaces. That is somewhere I will definitely be using this because I find a lot of alpha within Twitter Spaces. Typically, there's a lag between the information garnered from a space and then the price action on the chart. When said alpha is actually implemented, that is definitely one to think about. But say you're in university, you've got a recording of your lecture, you can bang it into the software here, and rather than have to consume the full hour and a half or hour-long lecture, you can get a 10-15 minute presentation delivered to you with all of the highlights. This is a real life hack and something I'm super looking forward to using. And from the Podfast YouTube page here, you can see the views are really running in. 19, 20K views across the board there. It's definitely starting to get some serious traction. So Jeff, CEO and founder, stated this: imagine this, let's say there was a product that allowed you to instantly summarize any piece of text, audio and video content within seconds. With only a couple of clicks, you'd have a summary provided to you in any of these formats: audio only, audio, video, subtitle, or text. You can use one, use all three, your choice. Would you use this? What would you use it for? And how much do you think a company like this would be worth? Within the next 30 days, it's launching live to the world. Keep your eyes ready, peeled for Podfast. I personally am super interested in this. My friends are also interested in this. There's not enough hours in the day and there are so many good podcasts out there, but that is just one medium. There are many more mediums that this can be utilized for. So I'm super bullish on Podfast. And over the next 30 days, as Jeff says, the consumer app is coming out. So stay tuned. This was the kind of region since launch up to around 9 cents that it was trading in, and we had a breakout here. So this is the power of having all the tokens vest instantly. You get a nice bit of price action, no long-term locked bag holders continually dumping on top of you, and so breakouts can occur. As you can see, obviously a bit of a market-wide pullback today, and we've come back to test the top of this range. As I've marked out here, someone paper-handed 120,000 just earlier this morning, giving us a nice red candle. So as we are inside this range, I would suggest this is good DCA territory. Obviously, when it's just broken out and into price discovery, it is a bit more hard to do some DCAing then. But if we do get an opportunity here over the next 30 days before the app is released, in this kind of purple box territory, I will continue to buy more and more fast. So after 3 successful launchpads in Q1, Podfast, C6, Wi-Fi maps, we now look forward to Q2. So listen to this snippet from Sandeep going over what is coming in Q2.
And we are also talking to a layer 2 protocol for Launchpad in Q2. More details about this are going to be shared later.
So into Q2, we're going to have a layer 2 launchpad. Layer 2 environments are definitely a key catalyst to be thinking about. This is due to the fact we see narratives in the crypto economy largely defined by what happens with Ethereum. Ethereum's next upgrade after Shanghai is called Cancun. And within Cancun, we have EIP 4844 Proto Dank sharding. This is going to make L2 transaction fees and the amount of data they have to process reduced considerably. Transaction fees can go down by orders of magnitude. This is going to make it a lot cheaper to transact on L2s. And so what we're going to have is L2 season. That is the next narrative to really be aware of in the crypto space. And what you can see here is Trustswap with their Launchpad are going to be accommodating that. That is super bullish in my mind and shows us that the team is able to navigate the market waters and see what the upcoming trends are and ensure we get a ticket for the ride. So I'm super looking forward to that. I'll be trading L2s like a madman, I'm sure, in Q2 as we move in towards the Cancun upgrade. So drop me a GM down below if you enjoyed this one. Make sure you check out the Podfast Telegram group. I will leave that in the pinned comment down below. Loads of giveaways and useful information in there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.